One of the things that has stuck with me when we've spoken before was the impact that it has had on Wrexham and indeed on the club in terms of the visibility, the tourism, and the commercial side impact as well. Can you just talk us through some of those key facts and insights that you shared? Give people a sense of the impact this has had.
Yeah, well, I mean, the starting point was 2020, and before Rob and Ryan's interest in the club became public knowledge, or at least speculated at that stage. And the club had 116,000, a digital footprint of 116,000, and we did some research recently after I think series 4 of the documentary. And the latest estimate, and the two figures aren't comparable, was that the club had a global fan base of 27.6 million people, of which 9.5 million were in the US, which is 7.2 times more than the average Premier League club, which does show what the intersection of popular TV and sport can actually create, because we've not had that exposure as a Premier League brand yet. We've only had the exposure as a small community-based club going through the pyramid system. So it's had a massive impact, and when we talk about the commercial attractiveness of the club, and the documentary obviously enhances all the inventory that the club would normally have to sell, and that's what's behind the record revenue generation year on year. But we have to keep innovating, same as everybody else. The same is no longer good enough, and we do have to do things that little bit differently. Our challenge, of course, is from being a club that was operated really differently to find ways of doing things that are different and stay inside the mainstream, is where the creative challenge actually comes. But we do have two people at the head of the club who are not scared off by a creative challenge.